Oh, hello. So I know it's been quite a while. It's been like over a month since I posted a video, and that's basically the only reason is because I basically have been nursing this hamstring tendon in my ass cheek. So I've been taking like kind of a break from powerlifting. I've been benching like every other day. Now I'm benching every day on Candido's program, and YouTube just hasn't been the same lately. YouTube has gotten a lot of drama. So I myself am a very avid YouTube viewer. I have over 500 subscriptions, and I don't know if you guys have been following along, but there's been a lot of drama going on with Keemstar, Drama Alert, the thing with PewDiePie, Markiplier, and KSI, which I'm subscribed to all three channels. They had a bunch of beef going on, a bunch of beef, but that died out pretty quickly. Then you have the accusations, the rape allegations on Toby Turner's part, which I'm not subscribed to him, but I've been following it. It's just a bunch of bullshit. And then Grade A Under A made a bunch of videos addressing all these videos, and it was just a huge shitstorm. It kind of died down, and I thought it'd be appropriate to make videos again. Just there was so much YouTube drama going on, and I just didn't want to like. I don't know, even though I'm not a part of it, it was just YouTube was in a really bad place at that part. So a month later and we're good. I thought I'd just preface by saying that. And you saw the title of the video. Basically, it's just going to be everything in my gym bag to this date. The only thing that I don't have in here is my lockjaw collars that I just ordered. And they're probably going to be coming in tomorrow. And am I crooked? Slightly crooked. Alright, so first off, the bag. It is an Under Armour Storm 1 duffel bag. I think it's a size small. I think they come in sizes. Obviously, this is a neon yellow with blue camo color, I guess. Got it at Dick's for like $40. Dick's sells some good things, but most of the stuff Dick's doesn't really have. But if there's any sporting goods store that has like semi-decent like equipment, it's Dick's. At least where I'm from in Massachusetts. So actually, let me start with the side pocket. The side pocket, the left sneaker side pocket, I've got my Addy Powers in it. So I've had my Addy Powers for like almost a year now, I think. Size 9, I got them in white. Why did I choose these over the Romaleos? Well, at the time, Rogue had a sale on these for like $149.99. So I'm like, wow, I've never seen Olympic weightlifting shoes for this cheap. So I bought them at $150. Obviously, you can get them for even cheaper now on eBay and stuff. If you get them, you probably find some used ones or like just regular ones for like $150 or less. And I obviously changed the original stock laces. The original white ones, they just weren't doing it for me. The white ones were way too slippery. They had that finish on it where every time you just squat, it just come out. So I switched them with these like tie rainbow colored ones, and I put them on ever since and never took them out. And just my fucking first name on the left shoe, last name on the right shoe. That's my personal, just Sharpie inking that in, and that's that. That's the left side pocket. Now we're getting into the big one. Strong sleeves, size medium. I haven't used these in a while because I haven't squatted in a while. However, I have been using my slingshot knee sleeves, which I don't have on me right now, to nurse that injury to squat again. Hopefully I can squat like heavy in a month or so. A 13 by 4 inch foam roller, I think. Honestly, this is just like a cheap $15, $20 foam roller that you can get on eBay or Amazon. I forgot where I got it from, but it was either Amazon or eBay. A lot of people say this shit will crack and break, but honestly, I have no problems with it yet. And it's pretty soft now, even though it looks like it's really hard. This has got softened up a lot during the years. Just a simple resistance band. This is a $40 resistance band. I usually just use this for shoulder mobility. It has the little ends for it, but I don't really use these for cable movements. I don't have the bands that are just one solid circle, but I haven't really needed the resistance bands for that because I don't really do any resistance training that much. So mostly this is for shoulder mobility, and that's pretty much it. The original slingshot in size large, which is actually kind of small on my arms, and I don't have the biggest arms, but Cody Lefevre, if you don't know who Cody Lefevre is, gave this to me for free because I made a funny video that made him laugh, and this was sometime during last year. It's pretty beat up. He gave it to me pretty beat up, so he's had pretty good use out of it, and I've had some pretty good use out of it. I don't use it as often as I would like to, but like I use it a couple times a month. I don't regularly incorporate the slingshot into my training, but I do sometimes, not every time though. What do we got? So, the Titan Gold Signature Wrist Wraps. This is the 30-inch length, either 30 or 36. I think this is 30 though. So honestly, if you're gonna get a pair of wrist wraps, these are stiff as fuck. I know it doesn't look like it, but these out the box are one of the stiffest fucking wrist wraps I've ever had. And I haven't owned many wrist wraps, but honestly, it doesn't really get any stiffer than these. It's literally like a fucking cast on your wrist. It's that bad. Alright. Compared to Gangster Wrap, these are the original 36-inch length Gangster Wraps. These are like, they don't even compare to the Titans. Like the Titans are an incredibly, it's like having a cast. I mean, if you ever broke your arm, I've never broken my arm, or I've never broken any bones for that matter, but just imagine a cast on your wrist with the Titans. Lacrosse ball, simply for trigger point, deep tissue, whatever that bullshit is, you know, just getting in there. Haven't been using it in a while. I usually use it for my ass, but since my ass is all fucked up right now, I don't really use it. Let's see, ooh, headphones. So, I don't have an iPhone. I have an HTC One M8, which is what I'm recording on. So, that's why I usually have potato quality, but you know, I'm not about to spend like $1,000 on a camera. I usually use a just regular iPhone 6 headphones, which I enjoy very much. Those are like the only iPhone or the earbuds, headphones, whatever you want to call it, that I enjoy because they don't go directly into your ear, the ones that plug all the way in. And they're kind of hard to come by these days. Like I would get the Jaybird Blue, the J-Bud, fucking whatever they're called. So I looked up online, you know, Matt Ogus and NWB both have the Kanivo 240 BTH or whatever they're called. And I looked up similar headphones to them, and this came up, the Motorola, obviously, Motorola S305. I would recommend these very much. The only cons I have on these is that they do hurt after a while. Like after about 90 minutes, because everything, all the playback options and all the buttons on the right side's a little heavier, and my right ear will start to hurt a little bit. But you shouldn't really need to wear them anymore for them like 90 minutes. Only bad thing, another bad thing, it does have pretty bad sound leakage, but if you're in a gym that's blasting music and it's super loud in there, they're not gonna hear it. But if you're in a quiet room, it has pretty bad sound leakage. Other than that, the sounds are very nice, bass is very good, the mid, the treble, these are pretty good headphones. I got them for like $25, $30. They're very inexpensive. I would recommend these. Next thing, I did get this recently, the Dead Wedge. So if you have regular circle plates, this works very well. If you have hex plates, it probably won't work very well. And if you have those, if your gym has those plates where you have to twist them a certain way to lock in, which are annoying as fuck, it works not as good as perfect circular plates, but it works okay. It does a job. Anything except hex plates for these, you'll be good. It's basically just one piece of rubber. Cost me about like $20, $25. Better than a deadlift jack, I don't know, because I don't own a mini deadlift jack, but a mini deadlift jack costs like $60 from Rogue, and this costs like $20, so obviously I'm gonna go with this one, and it's much more portable. Mini deadlift jack, I'm not gonna carry it everywhere around with me. One of my most favorite investments I've ever made, and I've recently purchased this. I've only had this for like a month or so. is the Mark Bell Slingshot Hip Circle. Honestly, I have never been, like, ever been more warmed up with the hip circle until now. Like, you could get your glutes activated and your hips activated a lot easier with the hip circle. Honestly, I probably should have bought a hip circle a long ass time ago, but I'm happy that I got one now. If there's one thing out of all these things that I'm showing you, it would be to get a hip circle. That's how much I like the hip circle. The size large, because obviously I'm a large guy, not really. A lock, not really too sure why this is in here. I should have taken it out. This was just a lock for school because I left my bar in school, and all of my workouts are usually in school, but now school's over. I don't need to lock up my bar and have people fucking with my bar. Alright, so I used to have 2 inches, but I gave away my Fuchsia 10mm lever, and now I am stuck with the size small single prong in pink, which still has that big elephant sticker marking on it when I put the Mike and Dion sticker on it. And that said, I just got my 13mm Fuchsia single prong from Insert yesterday. So this one took about 7 weeks to get in. Now if I had known, I would have from the start bought a 13mm single prong size medium in the beginning, but I ended up getting the pink one on eBay for like $100. So basically like retail price, and it only came in like a week. Like I just wanted this at the time just because the shipping was incredibly fast. This one, I ordered this in March, middle of March, and it just came yesterday, so just shy of 8 weeks. And I've been trying to break it in, and obviously I've been injured for quite some time, so I won't be able to use this for a while, but when I do get to squat and deadlift again, I will for sure be implementing the 13. So once I start using this 13, then I'll get rid of this 10. I hope nobody minds that elephant sticker there. I tried covering it with chalk. I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of white, but you know, all the chalk faded off now. But once I start squatting and deadlifting again, I'll be using this one, and then I'll probably give away this one as well. I already gave my other insert away to somebody in Bosnia Herzegovina, and the shipping was kind of a lot, but you know, it's all good. Let's see, what else? Other side pocket. What do I have in the other side pocket? Deodorant. I'm an Old Spice kind of guy. I only buy the Pure Sport. The Pure Sport just smells the most like natural smelling deodorant, I guess. I'm not an Axe guy. I used to use Degree, but I'm like, Degree is shit, so no offense to anybody who uses Degree out there. Ronnie Coleman Signature Series wrist wraps. So I met Ronnie Coleman almost 2 years ago at a supplement store in Springfield, and free pair of wrist straps. I barely use these, but on the days that I do, it's usually just rep work or my grip's giving out, which my grip rarely gives out. Power Grip liquid chalk. I got this from Dick's because Dick's sent me like a free $10 thingy because I'm part of their rewards program, and I had over like 300 points or whatever. This is 1.7 ounces. I know you can go on Amazon, you can get the really big liquid grip bottle. You should. They're basically essentially the same thing, but if you don't have access to chalk, or if your gym does not allow chalk, liquid grip is a pretty good alternative. Something that I haven't used in a while, but I used at the time, Tiger Balm. It is essentially a liniment, but this one works. I feel like Tiger Balm works a little bit better than your regular over-the-counter. Well, I mean, this is over-the-counter, but this is the red extra strength one. They come in the white ultra, I think. I haven't tried the white one. I've only had the red one, but I feel like this stuff is slightly superior to like a Bengay or whatever, but that's just my opinion. Oh, forgot. Deadlift shoes. I've recently switched to the Ani. minimalist shoe. These cost me like, the low tops retail for like 70, but I use NWB's discount code. I think it's just NWB, and it's like 10% off or 15% off order. No, it's 10% off because I got $7 off. So these ended up costing me $60, $63 with shipping, and I've been waiting a long time because Ani really never had these in stock, and they were finally getting some back in stock. I'm like, yes, finally. These are size 10.5, but they act as a 9. Why is the sizing so off? I have no idea, but you just give them your size. So I'm a size 9, and they gave me 10.5. So if you're like a 9.5, they'll give you 11s. So basically 1.5 size up on these shoes. They're essentially Vans. Like, you could mistake these for Vans. They are essentially Vans, just with Ani branding on it. What do I have in here? So I have a plethora of headbands. This is a Panda Junk brand headband. This is a Bear Junk brand headband. These are flex ties. This is a really scrunched up Rogue one. Okay, doesn't smell that bad. Just a regular black Rogue Bondi band, and this is a Junk, I think it's called London Fog or something, but it's a really nice gray, another Junk brand. And this is the Big Bang Light, which they stopped making, which I'm kind of disappointed. Nose Torque, I've used it once because I haven't really needed to use it that much of late. And this is honestly the most useless investment I've ever made, but I thought it was cool at the time. So these are called Jerk Fit Nubs. I don't know how I came across these, but if you are a hook grip puller like me, and you were a pussy in the beginning to start off with, you could put this shit on, and it would act like athletic tape. However, over time, I found that the material started slipping, and it was no longer useful. So I stopped using this shit. And also, it just made your finger too thick. So what I mean by that is, imagine you bubble wrap your thumb and you try to grab around a bar. It's like that. It makes it too thick where you can't get your thumb comfortably around the bar. So what I'm saying is, like, the fatter your fingers are, obviously the fatter it's going to be to wrap around the bar. So the skinnier your thumb is, the easier it's going to be to get around the bar. And honestly, these cost me like fucking $10, alright? More than that, it cost me like 12. For these two little fucking pieces of whatever the fuck this is. Don't ask me, Retarded Russell, that was like last year. I was spending money like crazy last year. So that's basically everything in my gym bag as of today, May 12th, 2016. If you have any questions about any of the stuff I have, feel free to comment down. If you want this insert now, if you've actually watched all 19 minutes so far, first come, first serve. Whoever comments first on this insert and wants it, I guess, can have this insert. If you live in the States, it makes it easier. If you live overseas, I mean, it's just gonna take a longer time, but again, open to whoever. I ship internationally. And yeah, that's it. The small runs from 26 to 34. Make sure your waist is at 26 to 34. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm out.